that technically, you're not going to like this.
Please do.
But technically, Deontay Wilder is one of the most inept heavyweight champions that's been around. No one denies the power, and no one denies the charisma.
Right.
I mean, the bomb squad thing's gone away a little bit, but I used to love all that, and I get it, right? But when he stepped in against Tyson, it's one thing beating Molina and Brazil and an old Luis Ortiz and getting yourself out of trouble. Twice, yeah. But getting himself out of trouble each time with power is another thing when you've got proficiency across the ring at you. You've got someone that's got the movement of Usyk, and who's got the power, movement, and ability that Fury has got. I make the allegation.
You've gone for it. You may as well keep going.
I make the allegation. I think he's a superstar charisma. I think he punches like you've never seen before. But I think he's technically a very poor fighter.
Yes.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
Malik's agreeing.
No, I didn't agree.
You didn't agree.
No, I didn't agree. But I think Deontay, don't take this to full limit what I'm saying, but I think Deontay, when it comes to the naked eye of most people that watch him, it doesn't look appealing. If Mike Tyson threw left hook, right hook combination with his build, when he was trying to get somebody out of there, it would look like, wow, he's trying to get that dude out of there. When Deontay, with his long limbs, is throwing left hook, right hook, and he's showing the same angles that a Mike Tyson, when it comes to his body is built different. And I learned this from, you could say, Vitaly Klitschko and Vladimir Klitschko. People didn't appreciate Vitaly Klitschko, but he always was one of the most evilest fighters in the world. Lennox Lewis as well. Yeah. So some fighters, you may not understand until they go on. So I'm going to give you an example. Most people, if you ask the average person what's their favorite fight from Deontay, from Luis Ortiz, both of the fights, the average casual fan would say the first one, because Deontay was hurting this one, that. When my favorite fight from Deontay is actually the second fight. So why do I say that? Because Deontay respected Luis Ortiz because he had to. So what do I mean by he respected him? He kept his chin behind his front knee. He moved him to the hand that he wanted to hit him with. He had to show patience. When Deontay really, really respects you, and I believe this about Tyson Fury as well, when certain fighters respect you, it makes them extremely more dangerous. And I think Deontay is one of them. But the technically sound part that Simon is speaking on, there's no secret that Deontay is not looking like extremely smooth, or he has you could say the whereabouts physically as a Muhammad Ali or a Sugar Ray Leonard. But what he do have is very unorthodox style. He's very dynamic with both hands, in my opinion, not just one. And he's extremely lightning fast. I used to box Lennox Lewis, and his power was thudding. And I said, wow, it hurts. Then I boxed Vladimir Klitschko, and it was striking. Deontay power is thudding and striking at the same time. Yeah.
Wow. Those are the words of Malik Scott and Simon Jordan. Gotta love Simon. Dude, Simon goes at you. He goes at you. And he stated that Deontay Wilder is technically poor. Now, Malik Scott did come with a good counter. Okay? And the counter was, hey, well, if you compare him to someone like Mike Tyson, okay? When you compare him to somebody like Mike Tyson, you're looking at Mike Tyson and his athletic ability, but he's, his shorter arms, shorter legs. It looks different. The technique is different. But to be fair, Mike Tyson was blessed at an early age to be taught by one of the best. And the style that his trainer taught him worked for him. I mean, physically, technically, it just gelled. Whereas Deontay Wilder started later. He started football, sucked at that or whatever. Basketball, not successful at that or whatever. But then boxing, okay? Because he had a lot of things and he had a lot of responsibilities being a young adult. Because that's what he was. He was a young adult when he came into this game, and he was able to compete at a high level amateurly in the Olympics. That's why he's the bronze bomber. You know what I mean? So he did place. He wasn't the fourth bomber or the fifth bomber or the sixth bomber. And then for people's credit, a lot of people say, well, he's the third. Yes, but he's also the third. Okay, he's not the fifth. Because if you were fifth, that means you wouldn't be placed, would you? Okay, so you have to give Deontay Wilder credit for being an Olympian, okay? But back to Malik Scott, him having long limbs, it would appear that it looks technically poor. He said he admits he's not smooth are crafted, basically saying the same thing Simon Jordan's saying. But it's certain things that he's able to do with his body type because he does have long arms and long limbs, right? And then it would look different. Now, I agree with Malik Scott. Some things Wilder knows to do because he knows to do something to help him execute his intentions. And his intentions is to set you up with the right hand. I don't agree with Malik Scott saying that he is a even-handed fighter. He's not. And here's the thing. If Deontay Wilder is an even-handed fighter, that means someone or whoever, including himself, Mark Breland included, JD's included, and himself included, were unable to formulate his left hook. Because I don't see him really throw anything else. You know what I'm saying? In everything he throws, the left hook is poor. It's been poor. He wings it like he's throwing a damn shuttlecock or something because he winds it up. It's like it's a winging shot, and instead of turning it over, it's like it's almost like, dude, it's almost like a deformity when he throws the left hook. And this is not funny at all. It's almost as though it's an affliction. He's deflected. Because it's like he's unable to throw that left hook the right way, I feel. You know what I mean? And him saying he's even-handed, okay, that's nice to say, but I just don't believe that because I don't buy the left hook that he landed against Fury because that was just a shot that he caught after the fact. Fury was going down with that right. Wilder could have just hit him with that right hand and walked off. But he didn't. He hit him, and he was pissed off at Tyson because dude, you made me wait 12 rounds for this. You know what I mean? So it looked like, oh, the left hand did it. No, it didn't. The left hand didn't do that type of impact on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury got hurt primarily, damn near fully, okay, with the right hand. The right hand had to be 95%. I give that left hook 5%, people. Okay? So, the right hand is where he has his money. He's a one-armed fighter to me. He can jab to set up the right hand. But if it wasn't for the jab, if the jab didn't set up the right hand, he probably wouldn't be jabbing. Let's just call it what it is. Now, he has thrown more combinations, but the left hook, being a hooker, he's not a hooker. He's a sniper. But I will also say this about Deontay Wilder. I don't buy it because he has long limbs. I just think he's technically poor. I think he's very powerful. I think I do agree with Malik Scott. He is unorthodox. That's one thing that you can say about Deontay Wilder. So if Deontay Wilder is unorthodox, he doesn't necessarily supposed to be smooth. He's supposed to be dangerous, of which he very much is. He has the power being a smaller guy. Okay? And I'm so glad, seriously, I am so glad and satisfied that they were able to correct something that needed to be corrected in the last two Fury fights. The weight. Because the weight, you didn't need it. I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing. I think he was still angry, and I think his anger was misdirected into the execution of winning the fight. Meaning, oh, well, I hear Tyson Fury is over 300 some odd pounds, so I'm going to try to bench press 300 pounds. That's stupid. That was the dumbest thing that he could have done, because all that does is restrict your joints and ligaments to a certain degree lifting that type of weight. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? That doesn't, he's trying to show how strong he is based on how heavy a guy is. And that showed that Tyson Fury was still in his head. And he ain't got out of his head in a long time. He should have got into Joshua's pockets by getting that damn Joshua money, but he didn't do so because Tyson Fury had him up here. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Simon Jordan telling Malik Scott that Deontay Wilder is technically poor. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!